Hi everyone. Today I'm going to cover how to update the property owner details like your name, your mobile number in the municipal corporation website for property taxes. So a lot of us buy a house but either forget or not aware that we need to update these details in municipal corporation as well, because this details serves as a proof of ownership, as well as until you do not get these details updated, the previous owner remains liable to pay your property taxes. This is what I'm going to cover in detail, and this is not automatically getting updated after you get your registry done. You have to deliberately go and get these details updated. In these details, I'll cover step by step in detail. So I purchased a property and I'm going to share my personal experience with this. How to search property, how to update the mobile number or the owner details, how to track your application once you've submitted it. And then in case as a buyer or seller of the property, you need a no due certificate, then how do you get that? So let's get started. First step that you have to do is, first of all, go to the official website. You could go into Google, type, update property tax details, or simply go to mcg.gov.in. This is the website that for Haryana, and then go to services, and then within services, go to property tax. Once you click here, you will see this property tax tab, which is to click here to search and pay your property tax online. So just go ahead, once you click here, you will be brought to this screen, and which is the login screen. But since if you're logging in for the first time, you probably don't have a registration. Click on new registration. It is very simple. Just enter your name, surname with your surname, that is your full name. Enter your father or husband's name and enter your 10-digit mobile number and click on register. As soon as you do that, you'll get a verify the OTP that you received on your mobile, and just submit it. As soon as you do that, it will bring you back to the login screen. So choose the type here as citizen. You will see if you are, another option is if you are an official. So that option we don't have to choose. Just choose citizen, enter your mobile number that you registered with, and then just click on login. You'll again get a OTP, enter the OTP and then submit, and then you'll log in. As soon as you log in, it will bring you to this My Property screen, and it will say that if you're doing it for the first time, then there's no property linked. If you've probably done that earlier, your property details will already show. So if you're doing it for the first time, you can click here to search your property and link it with your mobile number that you logged in with. So if you see here, it is showing the details of my account that I logged in with. So as soon as you click here, what it will do is it will bring you to this screen, which is search property. And then what you have to do is select any of these fields. So you don't need to necessarily know all the fields. You can just enter one of these. So either district or municipality. This is, mandatory. And then after you've entered this detail, you could either search by colony if you're not sure, of what your property ID is. You can enter your name or mobile number, enter any of these details, click on search, and your property will start showing. For example, if you give your name, search by the owner, select city, and then in my case, I've chosen Gurugram. Enter your name and click on search. It will start showing one or two properties that you hold in your name, and then you can click on view details. Once you do that, the other option here is search by your mobile number. If you know specifically the mobile number under which your property is registered, enter the mobile number and then click on search and then click on view details. It will start showing you your property details. As soon as you click on that view details, it will bring you to this screen. And if you want to view your bill, if there are any open dues or property taxes that are pending on your name, you can just click on this. It will show you your property tax details. It will show you your name, mobile number, the property details, the address and everything, and how much is the amount that is owed. Now that if you come back to the same screen, so once you initially search your property, click on view details, then it will ask you whether your property details and property images are correct. Now, for some of you who visited this website few months back, the interface has changed. The old website has reformed, and the functionality more or less remains the same, just the look and feel changes. So if you see all of these details are correct, which might usually be correct, you can just say it is correct. If you want to upload new photos, or if something has changed in the details, if you want to update that, then you can click on and update that. But here what we'll be covering is next, for example, you want to update the mobile number. Now let's say it could be two cases. either it's a death case or it's a non-death case. So the mobile number is of the person in whose name this property is registered. So it could be the old owner details or deceased person details. So if this mobile number is not correct, which means you want to update your mobile number now, just click on no here and click update details. As soon as you click here on update details, it will give you that to update this mobile number you have two options to verify this. One is using your PPP ID. In Haryana, it is Parivan Pehchan Patra. So if you have that, you can just enter your family ID here, click on proceed, and then select your member name. If the details of the member ID that you've entered here match with that on the family ID's system, then you will be able to proceed. But in case you don't have a family ID, like in my case, so you can choose option two, which is going through this portal to go ahead and update these details. So enter your mobile number here. In case of option two, here I've taken just 000. Enter your exact mobile number, and then once you've entered your mobile number, choose one of these ID proofs. It could be Aadhaar card, PAN card, driving license, voter card. So just choose any of those and then add that file here. In my case, I chose Aadhaar card, updated a copy of Aadhaar card, and then in remarks, you can enter whether you've purchased this property or you have inherited this property in case of death case. So you can just click on save draft here, right? It will ask you whether you want to save the draft. It is okay to click OK, click on save draft. Now you've already updated your mobile number. Now, in one single go, if you want to update both mobile number and owner details, that is what I'm showing. In case you want to update only the mobile number, not the owner details, then you can follow the steps that follow in the video ahead. Now, let's say you have to update the owner details also, which is in case of a death case or you've purchased the property, would you will see the old owner details, and what you can say is, are these details correct? You will say no, these details are not correct, I want to update these details. So once you click on this, it will ask you to update the owner details. Now the first thing that you have to fill is the ownership type. Now, are you an individual, which means did you purchase the property only in one person's name? If you purchase the property in two people name, you can choose partnership here. It is not partnership firm, it is that you purchased, two people purchased this. You could also choose company, firm, or state government building, central government building, if that are the details. Now, once you do that, it will ask you whether it is a death case or non-death case. The process would remain same in both of case. I am taking a non-death case. For example, I've purchased the property from someone. So, and here don't forget to delete old owner details. So now that you've chosen the ownership type and the case for why you are applying for this, add your details here. So for example, add male, your full name, your relation. So in case it is a death case, you could choose husband, wife, father, mother, brother, sister. And if you've purchased the property from, let's say, someone else, right, then you can choose other here, enter your father or husband's name, enter your mobile number, and click on add owner. Now, what you can do is you can do this process multiple number of times, as many as owners are there, and try to keep enter mobile number of each person different, which belongs to that person. And don't forget to delete the old owner details. So once you click on add owner, you will see the property details here of that person you entered. If you entered something incorrectly, it is okay. You can go ahead, delete, and do that add owner for as many owners you have, one or two. Or if you've entered incorrect, you can click on add owner and make sure the details are correct. Once you've entered all the details, then you have to upload is proof of ownership. Make sure the file that you upload is less than 2 MB. So if you have to compress your file, because this sale deed, conveyance deed, for example, could be heavy, or similarly any other document. So this is that you have purchased the property is already registered. So the final sale deed or conveyance deed, you can just minimize the size of that and upload. And then simply what you'll also have to do is you'll have to add the ID proof of applicant. In my case, it is Aadhaar card, and enter. Now, if let's say there are two people who bought this, try to merge that PDF, create a single PDF for the Aadhaar card of both the applicants, and upload that PDF file here. So it says that in case of legal here, succession cases, you have to add that, file here. In the comments, again, you can mention that you've purchased the property from this person to this person on this date and it is registered. You can enter some comments, or if it's a death case, you can mention that, this is the death case, death certificate is attached. So that details you might have to add. Click on save draft. So, and then, just proceed. So it will ask you again, are you sure you want to save the draft? Now, what will happen here is You have now you've updated the mobile details, you've updated the owner details. It asks you whether you want to go ahead, finally preview and submit this. This is called objection. So like I said, the interface has changed. Earlier there was a case of raise objection, which I'll show just now, but this is what it says: final preview and submit objection. This is called raising an objection. Now what will happen is the OTP will come on the mobile number that you've mentioned above. Otherwise, in the original interface, old interface, it used to go to the original, the previous owner's mobile number. And if that person is not accessible, then you would have to call them, ask your brokers, or reach out to them to get that OTP number. But now with the new interface, you can just get the OTP on the mobile number that you have mentioned above. In the joint case, it comes on the first mobile number that you've entered. Now, as soon as you submit this, what you can do is you can go into my objections, right? And then you can see your application. I am seeing 3 applications. My first application was ejected because by mistake I had entered a spelling mistake in the owner's name. So it was ejected. And when before ejection, they raised a query. And if you click on view application, you can track the application and you can respond to them. But my application was ejected at that time because I could not act upon it in time. Then I submitted the new application that I just showed you right now. It is a normal application and it is showing as pending. So if you see here, it is showing mobile details and owner details application. It has created 2 different applications, even though I did them together. So both of these are pending. You have to wait for a few days. In case of non-death case, which is a regular case transfer, it will take 15 to 30 days. And in that case, the timing could even be varying higher than that. So once it is approved, you can go here and see, you will get a text message on your mobile number as well that your application is approved. If you see here, both my owner detail and mobile detail applications are approved, and this completes the process of updating the name on mobile number. Now what I am showing here right now is, if some of you visited the old interface, the everything was same, just that instead of those details and submitting final, it said raise objection. So I'm just showing it to you for reference. Are you sure you want to raise this objection? So once you do that, it asks you whether you want to do a regular objection. And if you see, in case of death case, it is 45 days from the receipt of documents. In case of non-death case, it is 15 working days, right? For any other objections, it could be 10 working days. And there was an older Tatkal scheme earlier. You might have to go and check with your registered, with your local municipal corporation in case you want to apply for that Tatkal scheme, because it is now not showing under the new interface. It used, once you click on submit objection, it used to ask for OTP and submit. This is not now applicable. You have the new interface. And then if you have already raised an objection, this is the kind of an error message that you could get, that objection is already raised on this PID. You cannot make payment or raise objection until this previous one is cleared. Now what I'm also showing you, like I said earlier, is how to make payment or generate the no due certificate. So you enter your property ID, like you've searched your property earlier, it will show you a property ID. If you don't know, then you can again, if you're just coming not for transfer, you're coming here just for making payment or generating no due certificate, you can just click here and then search by your name, mobile number, or area. And then once you know your property ID, just click on here and just click search, and it will show you your property details. What is your property ID, name, mobile number, address, everything it will show, and it will show you how much is the amount due. So then if you have to pay this amount, it is just asking you whether you have family ID or no. I did not have it. It is not mandatory. So you can click on no, and you can say I have verified the property details. Click here pay online for the any pending amount that is there, or if there is any fees for no due certificate, if it ever asks. Otherwise, once you click on pay online, it will generate a no due certificate that you can download. I hope you find this video useful. If you do, please do let us know, or do let me know in comments. That just helps and motivates to make more videos. Thank you so much for watching.